Hey guys, and welcome back to the World War II Solitaire board game channel and another week of Lone Sherman Pacific. So we're continuing our campaign on Tarawa, Red Beach 1, pushing inland. So this is scenario 2. So our objective in this map is to kill all of the heavy artillery and the Type 95 tanks, and then we need to move off this edge right here. So, setup. Place a heavy artillery unit on 2 random red number hexes facing the number edge. So we roll and we get a 4 and a 4, so we're gonna have to re-roll one of those. We get a 3, so 3 and 4. So they got some heavy artillery consolidated into that position. And then place 1 anti-tank gun on a different red numbered hex facing the numbered edge. So they also got AT right there. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough position. Place a Type 95 tank on 2 different red random hexes facing the numbered edge. So I believe we only have 3 of those left. Let's see, 1 and 6. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's put the tanks there. So we got 1 and 6. So they're really ganged up here. Place a Sherman on the black outline hex facing any direction. So let's see. I'm probably going to try and move up on this flank right here. I want to get out of this guy's firing range because that can be quite dangerous to be in the heavy artillery's position. He has armor piercing value of 4. So I think I'll face that direction. And we are unloaded and we have 0 casualties. And it's time to go. So again, I need to kill these 2 tanks and these 2 artillery pieces and then move off here. And these are Type 95 tanks, so they're a little bit different than the ones we played against last game. They're a little bit more dangerous. So remove Sherman smoke, but there is no smoke. Position commander as buttoned up or popped hatch, and of course we go with the popped hatch. And then we roll. We don't do combat first because the size of the artillery is 4. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes away. So I would have to roll a 9 to hit. But then he's in a building, so it's a 10. And then there's 2 woods, so it's a 12. So it doesn't make any sense for me to try to engage him at this point. So I'm gonna try to move first, and we are on a clear hex, and that means we are going to get to roll 5 dice. Okay, let's see what we got here. Very good roll. We got 5 and 6. We have 2 movements, so we'll move once, and that's going to be the 6, and then we'll turn, and that's going to be the 3, and then we'll move again, which is going to be the 5, and then for the 4 and the 3, I might want to turn actually, because I'm now in the line of fire of this tank, and it's very likely that he will fire on me as the woods do not block line of sight. So I will actually do that. I will turn my tank just to be a little bit safer against those tanks. They have a pretty bad armor piercing value. I can see here only 0. And the tanks in the last, oh that's okay, so it is actually the same tanks. I thought it was the better one, but it's the same tanks as we had last game. But anyway, it's pretty good to protect yourself. So well, okay, maybe not with an armor piercing value of 0. I'll take my chances. Okay, and then we roll on the attack, and we roll, see, we are on clear terrain, so that's 2 dice plus 3. So again, we roll 5 dice. And let's see what we got here. A lot of machine gun fire, it looks like, those 3s and 4s. Okay, so what we can do here is we can use the 2 to load. And then we can use the double 4 to fire the main gun. So we fire the main gun, his size is 4. He's 2 hexes away, so I need a 6 or higher to hit him. He's in the woods though, so that means I need a 7 or higher to hit him. So we fire and we miss, unfortunately. So then we use the double freeze to load again. So we're loaded up again at least. Okay, and then we go to the C orders, and we are on a clear hex, so that's 1 die plus 1 because of our commander alive. Let's roll and see what happens. We get a 6 and a 4. So 6 is gunner fire main gun, and 4 is assistant driver fire machine guns. So we're gonna fire the main gun again. So we fire again at the mortar, and just like before, we need a 6 or higher to hit. And this time we get 10, so we definitely hit him. So we are firing at his front side, which has an armor value of 9. Our AP is 2, so that means we need 7 or higher to destroy him. And we're all 10, so we managed to destroy the first artillery piece. That's very lucky. And then it's the fire level, but we are not on fire, so we go to the Japanese. We start with this tank over here, and he gets to roll 4 dice. Okay, let's go from the lowest to the highest. So 3 first, which is fire. So he will fire at me. My size is 4. I am 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes away. So that means he needs an 8 or higher. There is a woods also, so that means 9 or higher. So roll. And also 6, so he misses. And then he has a 5, which is move. So he's gonna move. And then he has 2 more fires. So now to fire, my size is 4. 1, 2, 3, that's 7. 3 hexes away, that's 7. And then 8 because of the woods. So 8 or higher, he will hit me. And he rolls a 9, so he does hit me. So let's look at my armor values. My armor front side value is 10. His armor piercing value is 0. So he needs to roll a 10 or higher. Ah, he rolls a 9. Very good. Okay, and then let's see here. I forgot to check if he got a double, but as you know, if you get a double, the commander is killed in action, but I don't think I got a double. Maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. So keep check of that. Okay, he's gonna fire again, and again, he needs, my size is 4. I'm 3 hexes away, we have the forest, so he needs 8 or higher to hit. If I roll a double, I will lose the commander, but he rolls 5, so he misses. And then we go to the next tank. And we roll a 1. Let's see here. A 1 is fire or turn, but he cannot fire, so he will turn. And then 5 is move. And then 6 is fire or move, but he still cannot fire, so he will move. And then the other 6 again is fire or move, but he can't fire, so he will move. And then we have the AT gun. And we roll 6 and 6, both are fire, but he cannot fire. And as you know, the heavy artillery here cannot fire because this is its line of sight. So then we go to the Japanese firepower. We have 3 dice for the 2 tanks and the AT gun, and then we have 2 dice for the heavy artillery. And looks like we're getting, oh, that's bad luck, 3 6s. We lose 3 friendly soldiers or friendly squads. If we ever get to 11, we lose. And then we have end of turn events. Let's hope for a 10 or higher. We got 7, which is infantry. Roll d6, place on matching blue numbered hex with no unit on it. We roll a 1, so the infantry will spawn over here. And then it is our turn again. I'll stay with my hatch popped. I think I'll fire before I start moving. So I have 5 dice. So roll those. And let's see here. I have a load. So we get rid of that and load our gun. Then I have a 5. Let's put these here. I have a 5, so I fire the main gun. So I fire at this tank. The size of this tank is 5, and he's 2 hexes away, so I need 7 or higher to hit. And I roll 5, so unfortunately it is a miss. And then I have a 2, so I use the 2 to load the gun. And the 3 and the 2 that remains is nothing I can do anything with. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll for movement, and we have 5 dice there as well. And let's see, we have 1 move and a bunch of turns. I might as well move, because if I'm here, I'm in the line of sight of both these tanks, so I might as well move once. And then I could potentially turn and move up here, but I figure that that's just gonna expose my armor, so I think I'll stay where I am. So I don't use any of the other movement dice. Here we roll 2 dice. And we got a 5, that's not very good, and a 3, which is smoke or repair. I was hoping for a 6 so I could fire the main gun, but that did not happen. So turn or move, we're not gonna do that, and we're not... Okay, let's smoke. Smoke makes a decent... that's a decent decision. It's gonna make it harder to hit us. So we pop smoke. And then it's a fire level, which we skip, and it's a Japanese again, and we roll for the closest tank first. And let's see what this guy does. So he gets a 1, which is gonna be fire. So he's gonna fire on my tank with the 1. Let's remove that 1. And my size is 4. I am 1 hex away, so he needs 5 or higher. But I have a smoke cover, so he needs 6 or higher. And he rolls 3, so he misses. Wow, that's a bad gunner. Thank God for the smoke. And then we have 2, which is move. So he's gonna go ahead and move. And then we have 4, which is turn. And then we have another 4, which is also turn, but it will not turn if it's facing the Sherman. So then we have the other tank, and we have a 1, which is fire or turn, but he will not fire, so he will simply turn. The 2 is move, and then we have the 3, which is fire, and that he will do. So he will fire on my tank, which is size of 4, 2 hexes away, that's 6, 7 with the woods, 8 with the smoke. He needs 8 or higher to hit. He rolls a 7, so he also misses. And then we have a 4, which is turn. So he will turn facing my Sherman. And then we have the AT gun, which we roll 2 dice for. We have 3 and 4. 3 is turn towards the Sherman. And the 4 is fire, but he cannot currently fire. And then we have the infantry, which rolls 3 dice. So the 1 is fire if adjacent to the Sherman, which he is not, and the 4 is move. Let's see here, he will only move if he can get closer to the Sherman. So he's currently 3 hexes away. So if he would move to the side here, he would be still 3 hexes away, and the same is true for this space. So these 4 movement dice are skipped. And that leaves us with the heavy artillery, but he cannot hit us from that position, so we just skip. And then we go to the Japanese firepower. We have 1 for the infantry, 2 for the tanks, 1 for the AT gun, and then 2 for the heavy artillery. And this time we were far more lucky, not a single casualty. End of turn events. Ooh, oh, I thought it was going to be a sniper, but it's not. Thank God. Okay, roll d6 and put infantry in a blue area. We roll 4. So they are charging us with infantry now. And that's the end of it. So step 1, remove smoke. So this time we will do so. And then we choose A or B first. We're going to choose B first. We'll go with the attack. So roll 5 dice for the attack. And we roll pretty good, actually. Let's see here what we can do with this. I'll use the 5 first, fire the main gun, and I'll fire at this tank here. So his size is 5, he's 1 hex away, that's 6. So I need 6 or higher to hit. And I rolled 10, so I do hit. His armor value in the front is 9. My AP is 2, so I need a 7 or higher to penetrate his armor. And I roll 10, so this tank is destroyed. Okay, and then let's see here. I can use the 2 to load my gun, and then I use the 6 to fire again. And this time I fire at this tank. His size is 5, his 2x is away, that's 7. We have woods in between, so that means 8 or higher to hit. So we fire. And we hit. His armor value is again in the front, so it's 9. My AP is 2, so I need 7 or higher to take him out. Oh man, look at that. 2 tanks knocked out. Not bad, guys, not bad. Let's roll on our movement. And that's a lot of movement. 1 reverse, 1 movement. It's a real shame that this guy came up here. A real shame. I think what I'll do is I'll move, because I'm running out of time. There's just going to be more of them. There's no point in staying cautious here. Let's move once with the 6, once with the 5, once again with the other 5. Oh, that's a reverse. Crap. Okay, so let's see here. Is there any other way I can do it? Because that infantry is going to be a problem. He has a penetration value 3. So I really don't want to show my rear armor to him. Rear side is 9. So that's going to be catastrophic. And I don't want to move here because I'll be in front of the heavy artillery that way. So what should I do is the question. The question is, should I just go up and hope for a lucky break with the infantry? Just hopefully I'll survive. I'll take out the AT, so the artillery, and I get the hell out of there. I'm gonna try. I'll try. I don't think I have many more options. It just feels like there's more and more soldiers every turn. We have a lucky break since we are in the trees. That means we get to roll 3 dice instead of just 2. So 2 dice because of the trees, and then 1 because of the commander is alive. So we roll those, and we hope we would need 2 6s to load and to fire. Oh, we got a 6, so that's load. So at least we're loaded up. And then we have 2 1s, which we can at least get hold down from. So we're hold down. And that is the end of our turn. We go to the Japanese. Let's start with the AT gun. So he rolls 6 and 2. So 2 is if facing building hex, move to it, but it's already occupied. And 6 is fire, which he cannot do. And then we have the infantry, and now I'm nervous. he will fire, and he's adjacent to me, so he will fire on a 1, he will fire on a 3, he will fire on a 6. Okay, he actually pretty good roll. He's only got 1 fire, so with the 2 he will move, but he's let's see here, 2 building or 2 trees. Okay, so he will actually move away from me in this scenario. So he's moving to the building with the 2, and then with the 3 he would fire if he was adjacent, but he's not because he has retreated. And then he's gonna move again, and he's gonna move to the trees. I don't know why he did that. Maybe he was scared of my tank. Let's hope so, but it was a miracle. Let's roll for the other infantry. And the 1 is fire, which he cannot do, and the 4 is move, so he's gonna move closer to my Sherman. And 6 is fire, which he cannot do. And regarding the infantry, I know the rules say that the infantry will only move if it means that he will get closer to the tank. And if he moves here, he's gonna get further away. So he actually wouldn't move. He would instead fire. And he got 1 fire die, so he's gonna get to fire at me once. So let's look at the stats here. My size is 4. I'm 1 hex away, so that's 5. And then, let's see here, I'm in the trees, so that's 6. And then I'm hold down, so that would be 7, 8. However, hold down not for infantry fire. So that means he's gonna roll 2d6, and he needs a 6 or higher. And he got 8, so he hit me. Okay, let's see if he penetrates my armor. My armor value on the rear side is 9, and his armor penetration is 3, so that means he only needs to roll 6 or higher now to get me. So that's unfortunate. 6 or higher. Yeah, he got 10, so he sure as hell got me. Okay, and then we roll on 3 what kind of damage. So I would guess that perhaps maybe I wouldn't like a 5 or a 6. Maybe a fire would be okay. So 2 to 4. And we got a 6, so that's immobilized. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I'm now immobilized, so I cannot move. And then we have the heavy artillery, which we're not going to roll for. So roll for Japanese firepower is going to be 2 dice for the infantry, 1 for the AT gun, and 2 for the artillery. And not a single 6. Very good. End of turn events. Let's hope for 10 or higher. And we got 10, perfect. So if commander not killed in action, perform either a load, repair, or extinguish action if desired. So of course we go with repair, and we repair that immobilization. And again, one rule that I kind of keep forgetting is that when you roll to hit, again, if you roll a double and if commander is popped hatch, he's killed in action, I feel like I tend to forget that, so I might have missed it in this game. Mike will let you know in the comment section, so check the comment section, guys. He's gonna point out the fog of war in this gaming session. Okay, so we go back to remove Sherman smoke, commander, and I think I will start with movement first, because then I can get to his rear and hopefully take him out. However, maybe it's better to start with firing, because that way I could get really lucky and actually get to move away. I'll go with the movement first, actually, because I only have 4 dice here because of the 3. So 1 dice because of 3, and then we have 1 for the assistant driver, and commander. So we're all on movement first. And let's see here what we got. We got 1 turn with the 3, and then with the double 4 we do a move. So we move, and then with the 1 we just skip. And then let's roll for attack. Here it's the same, we only get 4 dice. And it's so exciting right now. A 2 or a 1, yes! Perfect. Okay, I can shoot 2 times and load my gun. Perfect. Okay, so we'll use the 5 to fire our main gun at this heavy artillery. And let's see here, fire main gun, we need, his size is 4, he's 1 hex away and in the building, so we need 6 or higher to hit. And we got a 6, wow, that's lucky. His armor value is 6 from behind, so we have 2 in AP, so we need 4 or higher to hit. And we roll an 11, so we have now completed the mission of destroying all the forces that we needed to. And now we need to get the hell out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and load my gun with the 1. And then I'll use the 5 to fire the main gun again, but this time at the AT gun. So the AT gun is 5 in size, 1 hex away and in a building, so I need a 7 or higher to hit him. Oh, I got 9. Okay, that's good. His armor value is 8. And I have 2 in AP, so I need 6 or higher. Come on, come on. No! I roll a 5. That's very unfortunate. I used the 2 to load my gun. And then we roll, and we roll on C. And if we roll 3 5s now, we have 1. So we need 3 5s to win. We didn't get a single 5. We got a repair. We don't need to do that. We got assistant driver, fire machine guns. We're going to use that, of course. And then we got the main gun. So let's start with the machine gun. And we will fire at this here infantryman. And he is a size of 2. And he's 2 hexes away. So that's going to be, let's see here. 1, 2, that's 4. And then we have woods, that's 5. So we need 5 or higher to hit, and we only get to roll 1d6. Yeah, that's awesome. We got the infantry, very good. And then we have the 6, which is fire the main gun, so we'll fire at the AT gun. One thing about the firing is I'm a little bit unsure, because I remember one rule that target is behind an attacking tank. So obviously the infantry were. I'm unsure of if this is also for the machine guns, but I guess maybe it is, because I mean theoretically you couldn't use your bow MG if firing backwards, and if you're using your coaxial, it's going to be awkward to turn the turret to 180 degrees. So I'm going to say it is. So let's see, I needed 2, and then 3, 4, because he was 2 hexes away, and then 5 because of the woods, and then 6 because he's behind me. So I'm going to say that I didn't actually kill him because of that. Okay, that's unfortunate, but at least I remember that. Then we have the 6, which will fire the main gun, and we'll fire at the AT gun here. He is 1 hex away, so that's 5 to hit, because, sorry, 6 to hit, because his size is 5. And then it becomes 7, because he's in a building, so 7 or higher to hit. And we roll 8, so we do hit, and then to destroy him, his armor is going to be front side 8, my AP is 2, so 6 or higher. Crap. That's really unlucky, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and roll. We roll 2 for the AT gun, and we roll 4 and 6. And luckily for me, both of those are fire, so he's not going to turn and annihilate me. Very, very, very lucky. So he was also a little bit unlucky. And then we have the infantry, and you roll for the one that's closest, and they're both equally close. Let's start with this one. We roll 3 dice. And we have 2, which is move. Very unfortunate, because then we have 2 6s, so that's 2 attacks. Ouch. Okay. Let's see the first attack. my size is 4, I am 1 hex away, that's 5 to hit, and then I'm in a forest, so that's 6 or higher to hit. 2d6, and he rolls 11, so he does hit me. And it's not a double, so my commander is alive. And then what our armor value is going to be, rear side is 9, and his armor penetration is 3, so he needs a 6 or higher to damage me. Ah, crap. So here I don't think a matching number will do that, only if rolling to hit, but he did damage me on that first roll. So we roll to see what happens, and it's a 5, which is turret damage, and I can deal with that because I don't need to kill anyone else. However, he will get to fire one more time. So again, our size is 4, we are 1 hex away, that's 5, we are in a forest, he needs 6 or higher to hit. And he rolls 9, so he does hit us, and the commander is okay. He needs 6 or higher to take our, to penetrate our armor. And he rolls 7, of course. So we take damage, we roll a 5, which is turret damage, and we already have that, so screw you guys. We have 1 more infantry though, so we're not out of the woods yet. Quite literally, we're in the woods. 1, 1, and 5. Okay, so 1 and 1 is fire, but he cannot fire, so then 5 will move, so he's adjacent to the tank. Oh, I can't believe it, I'm alive. Okay, Japanese firepower. We roll 2 for the infantry and 1 for the AT gun. And we have 1 6, we take 1 US casualty. And then it's our time again, and this time I'll keep my commander buttoned up. I think we'll go for attacking first. So we start with that. We get to roll 4 dice. And we roll a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 3. So with the 1, let's see here, with the 2 we'll load. And then with the 3 we fire our machine gun at this guy right, oh, let's do this guy right over here. So to hit him, his size is 2, and we are 1 hex away, so that's a 3, and then it becomes a 4 because he's in a building. We only get to roll 1d6 though. So 4 or higher. And roll a 1, so that's a bust. We use the double 1s to fire the machine gun again. And again, I need a 4 or higher. And we roll a 5, so that's good. We take him out. Okay. So then, let's see, I'm guessing that it cannot fire main gun, so I'm guessing the machine guns still work even though the turret is damaged. And then let's go ahead and try to get the hell out of here. Let's hope we need 1 5, 1 or 1 6, and then 1 turn, and we should be good. Come on. Oh, I think we did it. Okay, so the 6, we move. With the 3, we turn, and with the next 6, we move out of there. Okay, we did it, guys. We did it. We survived. Man, I was lucky with those attacks that my turret was damaged 2 times. I could have been immobilized again, and I don't think I rolled a repair. So that would have me sitting ducks over here with 2 infantry in close quarters and an AT gun. So I gotta say, I think I was really, really lucky. I really hope I didn't do too many mistakes. Again, I kind of forgot to check for those doubles when I was rolling for to hit. So I really hope that my commander wasn't killed in action. And I missed that roll, but I don't think I did. But again, check the comment section. Mike is very good at watching all videos posted on his games. And he always lets me know if I make some fog of war mistakes. But again, that's bound to happen because, you know, the heat of the battle, it makes you, you know, nervous. And then, you know, again, I have all the other things I have to think about, the recording of the camera, the studio lights, the microphones and whatnot. So it's very easy to forget small details sometimes. I'm gonna play the next scenario next week. That's scenario A3. So that is gonna be Tarawa, I think west of the airfield or something like that it's called. It's an airfield anyway that we're supposed to take. And after that we completed the Tarawa Red Beach 1 campaign. So we managed to win the beach, we managed to push inland, and let's hope that we can manage to capture the airfield with our crew alive as well. That would be really cool. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment the video. That really makes me happy. Yeah, that's it. Stay tuned for the next episode. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.